So here we have this VEVOR 50-foot hose reel. Now, full disclosure, this was sent to me for free, but the opinions in this video are my own. Alright, so starting off, this thing's pretty cool. It's really easy to mount. You just take the swivel bracket and use 2 screws or bolts right into the wall, preferably into a stud if you're going through sheetrock, just to make sure it'll stay up. Then you can take the hose reel and mount it onto the swivel bracket with this bolt at the bottom, and then same thing at the top. There's a bolt there too. I did it by myself, but it'd definitely be easier with 2 people. You can also hang this on the ceiling, which is pretty cool too. The side here has all the details of it. That's pretty cool. It has a 50-foot hybrid hose, then a 5-foot leading connecting hose that you plug into your air compressor, and then a max of 300 psi. The hose reel itself is about 14 inches, and then it sticks out from the wall about 17 inches, not including the hose. As I mentioned earlier, here's the leading air hose. It's about 5 foot long. You just screw this end into here, and then the other end, you're gonna have to get a fitting for so you can plug it into your air compressor. It would have been nice if this included those fittings, because you also need one for this end, but they're pretty cheap, so not a big deal. Now, the 180 swivel bracket works pretty well. It goes all the way flat to the wall this way, and then almost all the way to the wall this way. So I guess it's not technically a 180, but it's close enough. Of course, it works like any other hose reel. You just pull it. Then when you hear a couple clicks, you can let go and it'll lock in place. Then reel it back in, you just pull on it a little more and then keep tension on it while you let it reel in. Works pretty well. You just have to make sure you line these up so it reels in evenly. If you want it hanging down a whole bunch, you can just adjust this up and then it'll stop right there. There's also rollers on all 4 sides that help guide it when you're pulling it out or reeling it in, and also so it doesn't damage the hose. Here's a closer look at that retracting mechanism. You can see it has 5 teeth right there, and then if you pull a little more, there's 5 teeth right there. Then there's that little flipper piece attached to a spring. And when you're pulling it and you hear the clicks, you're hearing that flipper piece touching the teeth. So of course, when you let go and you hear that, it's gonna lock in place. And then when you pull it a little bit more, it'll flip out of the way, and then you can reel it back in. Super simple. It's definitely sturdy with all the metal construction it has. Barely flexes when I try and pinch it together. So yeah, it's a pretty good hose reel. And if you don't already have a hose reel and you're still dealing with tangled air hoses, then I think this is a great one to pick up.